Imagine this: 3 of the world's most powerful fashion and luxury brands. One same name, and millions of eyes that refuse to blink. What is really happening? Why does it feel like the entire industry is competing for one man? And why is that name Jungkook? Hello, taekook lover. Before we begin, make sure you hit like right now. Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, so you never miss the hottest and most viral updates about your favorite idols. Because today's story is not just another collaboration. This is a global brand showdown over one icon. Global brands in a frenzy. Jungkook BTS officially becomes global ambassador for Chanel, Calvin Klein, and Hublot, who is the luckiest. The fashion and luxury world seemed to tremble the moment the explosive news spread like wildfire. Jungkook's name no longer echoes solely in the music industry as the golden matinee of BTS. It now dominates the battlefield of elite global branding. When one prestigious house after another placed his face as their official representative, the public couldn't help but ask, is this simply a smart business move? Or undeniable proof that Jungkook has transcended the limits of being just a K-pop idol? When Chanel was linked with Jungkook, many were left speechless. Chanel is known for its exclusivity, its rich heritage, and its timeless elegance built since the era of Coco Chanel. This is not just a brand. It is a symbol of legacy, status, and power in haute couture. So how did a South Korean idol become the trusted global face of such a historic fashion empire? Is this a sign that the center of fashion power is shifting toward Asia? Before the world could even process that revelation, Calvin Klein once again solidified its iconic connection with Jungkook. The world still remembers how a single Calvin Klein campaign post triggered a global search explosion, sold out products within hours, and worldwide trending hashtags dominated by his name. Was that simply fandom power at work? Or is there an unexplainable magnetism that Jungkook carries beyond statistics? Then came another surprise: Hublot, the Swiss luxury watchmaker synonymous with precision, masculinity, and bold modern elegance. When Jungkook's name stood beside Hublot, it became clear that something much larger was unfolding. This was no longer about youthful popularity. This was about credibility, premium positioning, and redefining what a true global icon looks like. Industry analysts have called this phenomenon the perfect storm between generational influence and cultural shift. Jungkook doesn't just bring millions of followers. He brings loyalty, purchasing power, and cross-continental influence. From Asia to America, from Europe to the Middle East, his presence bridges cultures in ways that directly impact global markets. But beneath the glamour and spotlight, a sharper question emerges: who is truly the luckiest here? Is it Jungkook expanding into the elite realm of high fashion and luxury horology? Or are these global giants the real winners, gaining instant access to a young, globally connected generation craving representation and authenticity? Reports consistently show that the media exposure value generated by Jungkook in a single campaign often exceeds projections. One photo release sends engagement soaring. One teaser video upload dominates algorithms. This is not ordinary influence. It is measurable power infused with emotional impact. Influence that doesn't just exist in numbers, but in atmosphere. Chanel embodies timeless sophistication. Calvin Klein radiates bold minimal sensuality. Hublot stands for innovation and luxury precision. And somehow, Jungkook seamlessly adapts to all 3 worlds without losing his identity. That is the mystery. How can one figure authentically represent 3 brands with completely different DNA? Some call it image evolution. Jungkook is no longer just the sweet, charming matinee. He represents a bold, flexible, global generation unafraid to redefine boundaries. Others argue this is a masterful corporate strategy, acknowledging the undeniable economic power of fandom culture. But can strategy alone explain a phenomenon that feels almost like a cultural explosion? On social media, debates are intensifying. Fans passionately argue which brand suits Jungkook best. Some believe Calvin Klein showcased the most explosive synergy. Others insist Chanel gained a modern edge because of him. And there are those who argue that Hublot secured a renewed image among younger audiences thanks to his global reach. Yet perhaps the deeper question is not about compatibility. Perhaps it is about direction. For decades, the epicenter of luxury fashion revolved around cities like Paris and Milan. Now, a face from East Asia stands at the forefront not merely as a model, but as a symbol of unstoppable cultural power. What makes this story even more intriguing is what comes next. Is this just the beginning of Jungkook's dominance in the global luxury arena? Will more brands rush to enter his orbit before it's too late? Or will exclusivity tighten, making every future move even more valuable and strategic? Amid the glitter, speculation, and global conversation, one thing is undeniable. Jungkook has surpassed the boundaries of being labeled only a K-pop idol. He stands at the crossroads of music, fashion, technology, and global pop culture. And every step he takes is no longer just personal, it is a cultural and economic event watched worldwide. TAEKOOK lover, what do you think? Is Chanel, Calvin Klein, or Hublot the luckiest to have Jungkook? Or is Jungkook the one playing a much bigger strategic game, positioning these giants within his expanding global influence? Write your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if this news surprised you. And make sure you subscribe so we can continue uncovering every mystery and shocking twist in the world of global idols. Because the question now grows even stronger. If three global giants already stand behind Jungkook, what industry will he shake next, and are we witnessing the rise of the greatest fashion icon of this century?